What is up, everyone, and welcome back. Today we're checking out the baby metal track Starlight. It is the new single from the band. It has been a rough year for baby metal and their incredibly rabid, dedicated, and loyal fan base all across the world. On January 5th, 2018, we lost the amazing talent, the amazing soul kami band guitar player Miko Fujioka. He fell from an observation deck in an observatory. And what a loss. An amazing talent, an amazing guitar player. If you have not checked out his work outside of baby metal and you were a fan, you certainly should, because you're missing out. Just an amazing player. And with the announcement of Starlight, it was announced that singer Yui Metal will no longer be in baby metal. She has moved on to other things in life. It's unfortunate. I think anyone who was a fan or remotely familiar with the band and knew that she had been absent since December thought that she was going to be gone for good, but the announcement makes it final. I completely understand. She has been with the band since she was 11 and has been touring relentlessly all across the world and being inundated into a culture in the metal scene that she was never aware of before. So, understandable. This is the first official post-Yui Metal track. And I'm really interested to hear if they're getting back to what most of us expect from baby metal. I was rather vocal in my critiques when I did the video for Distortion. I just thought it was an okay track, and I'm just not a fan of that mix at all. There were a lot of technical issues with it. So, let's go ahead and get into Starlight. I'm looking forward to it. I've been a fan for a long time. So, the band is baby metal, the track is Starlight, and here we go. Catchy vocal layering, big electronics. Pretty video. Vocals are really forward. Drum mix does sound a touch muddy. Riffs are really strong. It's a really good groove. Certainly a bit of processing going on in the vocals. I like that groove. It's a familiar riff. Interesting that they're turning lower than they normally do. Certainly gives the singers a lot of room. A lot of processing. Those guitars are more heavily gated than I'm used to hearing from them. It's like they're going after the metalcore jet crowd. Really strong riffs though. Good addition of the aggressives there. Good backing vocals, good layering. Big modern metalcore-like sound to these riffs. Certainly taking a page from that playbook. Nice change to English there. I like the drum cadence, but I don't like the mix on the drums. They're too far back and they're muddy. I do like the kick sound they use, though. Certainly playing the strength of Sioux metal. Overall, it's a really, really strong track for them. All right. That was Baby Metal. The track was Starlight. It's their new single. Oh, get a little bit more video here. First bit of color we've seen in the video. Like it. All right. That was Baby Metal. The track was Starlight. Well, I think it's a really strong track. I think it's eons better than Distortion. It's really nice to see them releasing strong material again. I do feel like the drums are a little muddy, and I feel like they're too far back in the mix. Bring them forward a little bit, clean that up so they're not competing with some of the other frequencies. The lower tunings and that heavily gated modern metalcore or gent-like tone, if you will, sounds really good. Tuning that low certainly gives the ladies a good amount of room top of that track. The vocals are clearly pushed forward, and they're done. That's done very intentionally. I like the synths behind it. I think the riffs are really strong. They're very familiar. If you're a fan of modern metalcore / gent, then you've heard the riffs. But they're really well done. I think it's a cool direction for them to go as a band. And I'm really curious to hear if they do more tracks in this style. Overall, the mix is really polished. There's processing where you expect it to be. The gating on the riffs is really, really tight. Really liked the video. I thought it was very well done. They do a great job with a lot of their videos in those post-apocalyptic landscapes. And Yui Metal will be missed, but it'll be interesting to see if they replace her, if they just continue on keeping the other two. Either way, I know that the band is well managed, and they're going to continue doing what they do and really helping pave the way for a lot of the other heavier, quote-unquote, alternative idol groups out there. And, love them or hate them, they've done some pretty extraordinary things as far as bringing more awareness to Western countries about Visual K, and in this case, the idol scene, and shining more of the spotlight on Japanese bands that wouldn't necessarily get Western attention. And I think a lot of those bands have benefited from it, as well as the idol scene and the VK scene certainly have. So you might not like them. I always think they're fun. I was actually really enjoyed this track. It's nice to hear a stronger, more serious moment from them. You still have those poppy elements to it, but it's a heavy track and got some really nice vocal melodies. Some good sincerity in the vocals. And this is one that I will go back and listen to frequently. And it's very easy to digest. So for a casual listener, it's certainly a track you can go, hey, check this out if you want to hear something heavier. Well done. Certainly enjoyed it. One of the best Baby Metal tracks I have heard in quite some time. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. I know it's been a while that I have since I have gotten to the baby metal fans here on the channel. I do apologize about that. It's been nice to get some more material out that I have not heard, because I have been a baby metal fan since 2011 or so, 2011, 2012. So it's nice to finally be able to get to new stuff from bands that I love and enjoy. And it's always a challenge to do a video when I do like a band or don't like a band, because there's a bias either way. And if I do have to provide negative commentary and constructive critiques on them, you know, I've got to be honest about it, regardless of of what my personal feelings are. I've got to be able to remain as unbiased as I can, though it's impossible to be unbiased. So, hope you guys liked it. Let me know what else I should check out in the comments. I've got plenty of stuff I need to get to, and I'm working on it as best as I can. Thank you guys. I love you. Thank you to my law enforcement, military, veterans, and first responders for what you do every single day. As always, you guys have been awesome. I've been Baldman. I will see you in the next one. Be excellent to each other and keep headbanging.